What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on wax. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty, Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news, go and subscribe. Hang out with Buzzy and Goose, tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I am your boy Buzz, joined by my dude Goose, aka Bull Scripted, and we are here to talk about the playoffs, round 1, game 2, and it's a W. It is a W. Potentially, the Bulls just stole home court advantage from the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's hope that's the case. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Before we get into this one, be sure to go on tapsportsnet.com for other Chicago sports, literature, and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at BullsOnTap. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. Following Goose at BullScripted, me at BuzzOnTap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us. 5-star rating and review because that's cool and tough. Also, BetRivers.com. Use promo code ONTAP. They'll match up to $250 of your first deposit. Again, that's BetRivers.com/promo code ONTAP. Goose, I'm hyped. I'm running on fumes. And, I drink a lot of these, so I don't know if I'm, coming down off a sugar high.
When I saw the message come through with a link sent, I was actually surprised.
Were you? Yeah.
I did not think that you were awake. I thought that you probably would have conked out just because you have to get up at a very unreasonable time tomorrow morning.
I know you do too, but I drank a lot of these, so I'm on this weird sugar level right now. But how are you feeling? First, how are you feeling after that, dude? This is huge.
I mean, this is huge. I mean, I'm in shock in a way because we let it get so close at the end there that I was almost convinced that we were going to lose it.
Yeah.
And Zach was scaring me in a lot of moments late in this game. He somewhat disappeared outside of that 3. That was huge. But this was the most intense, emotionally invested game that I've been involved in probably 5 years. I don't care about, other sports nearly as much as I care about this team, and watching them beat the defending champions on the road. Two things that we have struggled to do all year when it matters most, coming home, like you said, with the potential to hold on to home court advantage. Obviously, you have to keep winning for that to matter. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they stole a game in Milwaukee, they're the first team in the East that is away to take a game. The series doesn't start until a team wins on the road. This series just started. It just got real. And I'm so happy.
Yeah, and you should be.
I'm ready to call off work Friday and buy a ticket. I don't care how much it costs.
I might have the hookup for that. I don't know, but I think I might be there Sunday now. We were offered free tickets, so we'll see what happens. I'll definitely inform everybody on Friday, unless you and I decide we're going to go to that one too. The Bulls came out with a different vibe tonight, huh? Started the game off on a 9-0 run.
Turn the tables.
Yeah, looked really, really confident to start the game. Patrick Williams had some interesting quotes before the game today about how Giannis is he puts his pants on just like he does, and he's good, but he's not God. And Giannis I didn't feel like Giannis really got going until that third quarter when he started going downhill. That's when I feel like Giannis really started to get going, even though he was doing well before that. I mean, listen, 33, 18, and 9. The man almost had a triple-double tonight. But I'll say this, Patrick Williams didn't really make it easy on him and really took that challenge head on tonight. And I really appreciated that out of him. I'm surprised. I'm fucking surprised.
I mean, I can't say I'm going to give too much credit to Pat defending Giannis is a team thing. I would probably give more credit to Caruso than I would Pat.
Couple possessions there, Pat did some good.
I mean, obviously there were some possessions where Pat did some good, but there was also a lot of possessions where Pat made executive decisions to just let Giannis do what Giannis does.
Right.
Where Caruso late in this game here is who Billy kind of trusted to get up into Giannis early and not allow him to get into those moves close enough to the hole where he's one step away from dunking on fools. So no, I mean, between Caruso and DeMar, I don't know who you'd give the game ball to.
Yeah, it's funny, and that's a good problem to have tonight. You had multiple guys do great things, and I'll tell you something right now. You brought up DeMar. He was totally right. He was like, that was not going to happen again. What was it, 6 for 25 performance or whatever he put on in the last game. He did not let that happen tonight. 16 for 31, dude. 9 for 9 from the free throw line. He had 41.7 rebounds, 4 assists. 2 blocks tonight as well. And he added a steal.
Well, no, and he was going right at Giannis to close this game. Like, it was
third quarter too. He was just rising and shooting over him. I was like, I got scared. Did you think this too? I was like, oh my God, he just spent his fourth quarter in the third. I was like, what? I was like, someone's got to step up in the fourth quarter, or we're not going to get this.
I was a little worried because Billy had to rearrange his chess pieces here. He realized he was going to have to get Vooch back out there sooner than he wanted to.
And then it was hard with 5 fouls.
A lot of things that Billy had to juggle and kind of just push forward in the sense that you didn't want to bring DeMar back early. You didn't want to spend him in the third there, but you needed it. You're going against the defending champions here, and you needed every minute, every second that you got from DeMar. I think my favorite moment was probably after the dagger bucket that probably should have been an and one. And DeMar's talking to the ref, and he actually put his hands on his shoulder and was like, "Oh, I know. You just had to let that one go." Like, of all the calls that Giannis gets, that dude just mauled me on the way to the game-securing bucket, and you couldn't blow the whistle to let me get one more to like make it a little more secure. Because I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. Grayson Allen going to the line there, I was like, he makes one, He misses it. They get it back because that's the Milwaukee special. The amount of rebounds that they're getting off of free throws is driving me nuts.
Yeah, it's been brutal. Even the free throws discrepancy has been brutal. I mean, we took 15 tonight. They took 31. Giannis himself took more than our team. That's sickening to me.
And we still won.
Yeah, I know. And we were out rebounded. Like only by 1. But still, I mean, just a lot of little things. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of this win too. I mean, we're looking at the players and how well they played. I mean, Levine, Vooch, everybody in the starting lineup. Billy Donovan deserves some praise here tonight, my friend. He outcoached Coach Bud. And I know sometimes that might not be hard from what a lot of people say, but Coach Bud does have a championship ring. And Giannis almost did bail him out of this loss tonight. But Billy made the adjustments when he needed to make the adjustments, man. And this is a huge fucking win for a team with not a lot of playoff experience.
The Bulls have already secured the amount of wins I expected to in the playoffs, and they haven't played at home yet. The place that they actually excel at playing basketball. So I'm elated right now. That's a fancy word that I don't use very often, but I am elated. I don't know what Billy said to them pregame to get them to flip the script, or if it was really just riding that high of, you guys almost stole that first game. Like, you can compete, and just fully driving that home and getting them to believe it, because the way that they came out playing with the energy that they had to start this game, let alone the 9-0 start, they were ready to brawl. We look like a completely different team.
Yeah, we really did. And that's the thing too, man. I just wish that they would have. I feel like, I guess if you go back and watch game 1, they had that kind of same intensity where they were not going to allow things easy for Milwaukee. I do think it was like better executed defensively tonight, even though they did score 110 points. Milwaukee missed a lot of open shots. We talked about that in our last episode, that they typically don't miss. one of the best offenses in the league. But I mean, just that intensity that they came out with tonight, I kept thinking it was going to go away, and it just never did.
I forgot that Milwaukee had Chris Middleton in the first half.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we feel it. What did they say? It was like, 2.5 quarters, or 4 quarters in the first game, 2.5 quarters tonight.
The fourth.
Right.
So we'll have to monitor that going forward, as well as
if he misses time,
BP.
Yeah, if he misses time, I mean, that's big for both of them. For Milwaukee losing,
especially with us coming home.
I know, that's what I'm saying. With losing Portis, your energy guy who could do
Portis, there's Middleton,
right? Your second star. That's going to be rough. That's absolutely going to be rough if they miss time. I wouldn't want to see that happen. I want this series, completely, outside Alonzo Ball, but completely as healthy as possible. Could you imagine if game 1 went a little bit different, dude? What kind of conversation would we be having right now?
If Vooch hits the shots in game 1 that he hit tonight in the fourth, I don't know. I'd be acting a fool.
I mean, because that game was in our grasp, like you said. It was right there.
We were a Vooch 3 away from really being in that game, and then let alone the threes that he missed in the fourth. The gimme, the little layup that he completely botched that would have put us within a possession of the game as well. So, no, you're looking at a team who me and you honestly had soured on in a sense of being contenders and maybe leaning a little bit into without Lonzo, the way we finished this year, maybe we are more so pretenders. But after that first game, they made believers out of me and you. They made believers out of themselves. And they came back and they punched Milwaukee in the mouth. And they stole a game.
Yeah, it's unreal to me. In the series preview that Matt Berklin wrote for us over at OnTapSportsNet.com, I picked the Bulls to lose the series just like you did, just like everybody did within OnTap that participated in the article. But I did pick them to get 2 wins. I picked them to get 1 in Milwaukee and 1 at home. I don't know if I'm so sure about my prediction right now because, again, 2 consistent games you threw the defending champions off. And if not for absolutely non-common, horrible shooting nights from everybody or every one of our big 3, we could really be talking 2-0 here, and the Bulls did it their way. They were doing what they were doing to start the season. I mean, minus Ball. Starting the game off with this defensive intensity, creating turnovers to get points. And they were doing that. That's how that happened 9-0 tonight to start the game. It turned into turnovers and then, in transition and scoring buckets. So I don't, like I said, I'm trying not to get too high. That's why I didn't tweet a lot tonight, man. I didn't want to.
I was scared to tweet. Every time I hit send, I was like, oh shit.
I'm serious. I don't want to get too high, but hey, it's 2 games in a row in the playoffs. And I know our boy Yup is telling me not to get carried away either. I do agree to a certain extent. It's just, if it wasn't 2 games in a row, maybe I feel different. But like I said, I'm not trying to go too full homer here, but I feel a little bit like where I'm leaning that they actually have a shot.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's not get carried away. Let's get fucking carried away. We have to.
I don't want to hurt. I don't want to get hurt.
That's the thing that sucks about life, is the things that feel the best also hurt the most.
Yeah, that's true.
And at this moment in time, I'm going to lean in. We watched Bobby Portis, who, like you said, we don't want to handicap Milwaukee team, but if that's what's being presented, I'm not going to complain about it either.
Oh, well, yeah, no shit. Neither will I. Yeah.
With what just happened, when healthy, we were competitive. With them slightly shorthanded, we took the game on the road, coming home with the prospect of Portis and maybe both Middleton not being available for game 3. You go up 2-1 and you have that next game at home. That's a different feeling. Like, this team needed a little bit of confidence again and a whole bunch of underestimating them. And now they're back. They're back. They're ready to play. And they're coming home with this momentum. And I'm going to ride it. I'm ready to be hurt. We're not going to be hurt. It's not going to happen.
Fucking hurt me.
Hurt me.
Yeah.
Hurt me. Let me know it's real.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, man. That you got me all hyped up. Now, like I said, I want to get too up there, but I feel up there. It was great. Yeah, everything really worked out tonight. Really wish we could have got a little bit more out of the bench. I got to throw a little bit of criticalness behind that. Like
Kobe hit the 3 to start the game, and I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You're going to be on tonight too. And then a lot of horrible plays from that young man, and it really hurt me.
Yeah,
because we needed it. As close as this game got at the end, and as many minutes as Billy is trying to steal off that bench, you couldn't steal any from Kobe in the closing of this game because he was just making boneheaded play after boneheaded play.
and Io is playing like a scared rookie out there. So I mean, it's that's just kind of where we're at. Nothing against Io. I mean, listen, he was thrust into the spotlight this year, no doubt about it. And in his first year, he's a rotational player in the NBA playoffs after being a second-round pick. Nothing against Io. I mean, he'll figure it out. Eventually, it's just he can't be trusted with a ton of minutes right now. So, that's wild. I do want to go over these guys' stats real quick because we haven't gone through those yet. And I want to talk about Zach for a minute too. 43 minutes for him. 7 for 13, 3 for 4 from downtown. He finishes with 20 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 Wow, he only had 1 rebound. He did have 4 turnovers too. What do you think about Zach today? I mean, obviously shooting the ball, he shot it very efficiently. But yeah, you look sad about his performance more so than anything.
I'm more so sad about moments towards the end of the game. Obviously, he had that big 3 that I touched on earlier. But I felt he ran away from a wide open 3 to kind of close this game. You had the double on DeMar, you had the rotation switching over with Vooch, and Zach, instead of staying wide open on the 3-point lane, crashed the paint before the ball ever got there and kind of like hid. I feel like he has shrunk in some of these big moments, and he doesn't really almost want the shot. He wants to defer, and maybe that's what's best for the team, and I should be happy about that. But at the same time, like you said, I am a little sad. This is Zach's first playoffs. I want some Zach moments, and we did. We got that 3.
We got a big 3, yeah.
That was very much needed, but that was Zach standing in a corner kind of hiding and Vooch making an extra pass out of an open 3 for a more open, more efficient corner 3. And Zach, no hesitation, pulled the trigger. And I just need a little more from Zach. Like, has he broke 20 points in either of these playoff games? I don't think so.
He had 20 tonight.
He hit 20?
Yeah, he had 20.
Just right on the head?
Right on the head.
Just to make an ass out of me. Didn't feel like 20.
Hey, Dick. I dropped 20.
It didn't feel like 20. So I want to see Zach have some moments at home, less hostile environment. Hopefully he can own these playoff moments. He was more aggressive in terms of going to the hole, but he also botched a lot of layups that I think somebody as athletic and crafty and smooth as him should finish. So positives and negatives, but as bad as it is to say in a win, I got kind of negative playoff vibes from Zach here, and that's just me being honest. This is usually more of the remarks that I say for you after the show, but I did get negative playoff vibes from Zach tonight.
I was just glad he made the most out of the moments that he did take. Shot over 50% from the field, hit 3 out of his 4 threes. Of course, I want to see him aggressive like DeMar is a lot of the time. That's what I keep waiting for because I think Zach has the talent to, fucking score a lot of points doing that kind of shit, just like DeMar did throughout the regular season. But yeah, I mean the whole knee thing, and I know we talked about that before too, but I'd like to see him answer DeMar DeRozan in Game 3 on Friday. I'd like to see DeMar. I mean, listen,
it doesn't even have to be answered. DeMar.
It does. It needs to be a mono. It does. It needs to be because DeMar. I'm scared. Okay, because DeMar. That was a really hard fought 44-minute fucking game for DeMar DeRozan here. I'm really hoping he'll have enough for Game 3 at home. I'm sure he'll get up for it. He's a professional, but I'd like Zach to be like, you know what, man, give me 20 because Goose won't think you scored it if you do. But give me 20, and I'll do the rest. And I would love to see that. That's what I want to see.
No, I mean that's where my disappointment is Zach is supposed to be our future. He's supposed to get this big bag this offseason. And at the very least, if we are just getting ahead of ourselves, and this is the one game we steal because DeMar had 40 plus and played 44 minutes and was a complete and total animal. You know, I want to see it from Zach too, because DeMar's not going to be here forever.
Right.
You know, so if this is going to be our one hit wonder kind of feeling here, I do need to see Zach show us the juice too. Like, these are the moments that matter. You're supposed to be that dude. You're going to get that bag. I need to see you do the shit.
I need to see it, man. You ain't getting paid from us.
Oh no, I mean you're getting paid regardless, and that's the issue. Is you can hide and you can not seize the moment here that you have. Is you were supposed to be the number one on this team. DeMar was brought in to be the guiding hand, the veteran, the leader. You were supposed to be the number one to start this season, and that has very clearly been taken away from you. And I need to see some shit in game 3 at home from Zach LaVine.
Let's hope it happens. Well, I really hope it does. Also, real quick, everybody that was shitting on Nikola Vucevic can kiss my ass because he had a pretty good game and he was utilized correctly and he hit his shots. So everybody that said you wanted Vooch to I love Stacey King, by the way, but everybody who keeps telling me the Staceyism of, it's a simple game, knock the fucking shit off, please. Okay. You had a center tonight hit a fadeaway 3-pointer to win a fucking game in Philadelphia and Toronto. Okay. The centers don't do that much anymore. They, especially ones like Vucevic.
No, they never did it ever.
Oh, they never did it ever.
This is a new thing.
Yeah. Right. Fucking 4 for 8 from downtown. So everybody that said stop shooting, how do you feel now?
He hit 4 tonight?
He had 4 out of 8. Shot 50% from downtown. And you know what? He looked motivated. He looked pissed off. So whatever Billy did, or if they challenged them each other, or Tristan Thompson.
I do need to see a little bit better defense on Brook Lopez, though. Because to start this game, I was like, oh, shit. Brook Lopez is just going to...
Yeah, no, Brook Lopez can't score 25 points again. That can't happen. But Vooch got 24 and 13, and I love the way he played. So I'm not focusing on the bad with Vooch. Just let Brook Lopez hoeing you. That's just all we need to do. I'm sick of getting hoed by fucking Brook Lopez. What is this, 2013? Seriously, remember what was that squad? Deron Williams, Brook Lopez, God, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. He's a fucking dinosaur, man. He shouldn't be doing this shit.
The team that's the reason that we're seeing the current iteration of the Celtics that is up 2-0 on the Nets.
I know, dude. Wild. Absolutely wild.
Granted, they're the top seed in that series there, and they did take care of business at home.
Right.
We'll see what Brooklyn does to respond. Ben Simmons is reportedly playing in game 4, which I think is fucking crazy. Like, game 4.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if you lose this? Are you still playing in game 4?
Yeah,
you're gonna play one game all year, Ben? Is that what you're gonna do?
Well, he wasn't ready to come back for this one, and he only can play on even number games. So game 4 is an even number, so that's when he'll be back. So
they better win so that he actually plays. I need to see Ben Simmons play because I feel like if they lose game 3, it's gonna be like, my back. The too much pressure. I can't play in this game because if we lose, then it's going to be all my fault. Even though,
and I'm going to go home and count my millions,
if you don't play, Ben, it's going to be all your fault if your team gets swept or loses in the first round because you just set your happy ass on the bench. So I don't know. That series is crazy to me right now with Boston taking both of those games. I thought the Nets would at least take one. But as I said earlier, the Bulls are the only road team in the East to have taken a victory on the road, and that is a really good feeling.
Absolutely huge. Yeah, I mean, what do we do? What do we do in game 3? Giannis is going to do Giannis things again. Do we just kind of follow the same game plan that we did tonight? and blitz him every chance we get to, make him try to kick it out, make him try to kill us with their 3-point attempts. And I mean, they shot 36 of them tonight, dude. The Bulls only took 20. Well, they took 25, but still they were outshot by 11 from downtown. I mean, I think that we kind of follow the same formula.
We saw it work towards the end of the first game. I don't know how to say that it works when the guy's still putting up like 35-point double-doubles with almost 20 rebounds to feel like it's working.
Right.
But at the same time, it is. You got the win. You almost stole the first game. It's really the only strategy. And after watching the Miami Heat pretty much take Trae Young out of being a point guard and making him play off the ball,
I love it.
It's the name of the game, especially if you're not going to have Chris Middleton. Make Drew Holiday and their 3-point role players beat you. That's it. Take the ball out of Giannis's hands. Meet him early in the floor. Do not let him get within one leg of dunking on everybody like he does so easily. It's painful to watch.
Yeah,
because it really is too easy. It's just go gadget. It's just like whoop whoop.
It's fun. Oh my God. Anyway, all right. So Kobe White, I need a lot from him. Game 3. Okay, I need him to.
If Billy trusts giving him minutes again.
I need game 1 vibes. I need game 1 vibes from Kobe White for game 3. Okay, I need the bench to perform a little bit better. Our dude Juice just said that in the comments. He stole the words out of my mouth. That's what I need to happen. Also, don't have to force DeMar DeRozan to go 16 for 31. Zach, step up, replace that. Caruso, take the game ball for tonight. I know DeMar went nuts, but you made some shit happen.
DeMar's got enough balls in the cupboard from this year.
Yeah.
Let's get the series and give DeMar like the series ball for, stealing us this first game and giving us the momentum. But Caruso, I mean, that dude, like imagine if we actually had Lonzo and you had Caruso coming off the bench instead of Io, and you didn't even have to play Kobe or Io in this series unless you really wanted to or they were cooking. Just the ball pressure. Like I feel confident saying we're not going to be the Knicks. Like this isn't going to be a one and done thing.
No.
Whether we move forward in this series or this playoff run, or we are one and done because the Bucks bring us back to reality. You can build on this. You just need to see Zach step up because DeMar ain't going to have this many 40-point games in him into the third year of his contract to keep this window open that long. Zach's got to take the torch at some point, and I want to see it in the first series because I'm impatient.
Yeah, I want to see it real bad. So those are your keys. Have Zach step up, take over. That's exactly what my key was. Again, give Caruso the game ball. Love having him out there, man. He was getting a lot of hate when he came back a little bit. He was trying to get him. It wasn't more so hatred. It was just more so frustration, I think, than anything. I don't want to say hatred because he's become quite the fan favorite. But there's a lot of frustration towards him when he first came back from that wrist injury. He's finally settled back in and is doing what he did to make everybody fall in love with him in the first, 30 games he played in the city. You got anything else before we get out of here, man?
No. Ride that Tasmanian devil with the headband on and keep feeding into that energy. And Billy, whatever the hell you fed them in terms of motivational speeches, whether you put on Coach Carter or what the heck, the football one with De Niro. Why is it escaping me? It doesn't
Radio.
matter. Any Given Sunday. No, not fucking.
I don't know, man.
Any Given Sunday. Whatever kind of motivational speech you gave him, give it to him again. We need it. And actually, Patrick Williams almost had a double-double. I think we probably didn't give Pat quite enough praise, especially after I shit on his defense on Giannis a little bit.
He did great.
For his play there, Pat, do more confident Pat things. Don't be shy. Don't be that guy.
All right. Yeah, I want to get back to that too real quick before we actually do go. Pat played great. We didn't talk about it enough because you made fun of his defense when I brought it up that I liked it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to erase that from the show because you're a fucking asshole. I was kidding. You'd be happy Patrick Williams kicked ass.
Sorry, too many reality checks during a good vibe show.
You did.
My apologies.
It's all good. It's always good to remain grounded because, like I said, I was ready to change my whole prediction to say Milwaukee won't fucking win again. We're back, and then
we are.
Yeah, that's
let them know.
Right. We're back. Let them fucking know. I'm gonna tweet it out after we get off of here that we're back. I'm changing my prediction. The Bulls will not lose another game during this fucking playoffs. We're gonna win. Yeah, we're gonna win everything. We're gonna win the fucking title.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say you're gonna flip your prediction. We're gonna win 4-2 instead of losing 4-2.
No, we're not gonna lose again because
we're just going all the way.
Yeah.
Devin Booker might be out. Who knows?
Right. I'm going all the way. I'm exhausted right now. My brain is telling me that this is right, and that's what I'm gonna follow. That is what I'm gonna follow. We'll be back. Well, maybe we'll be back because if we're at the game 3, we'll do a Twitter Spaces so we can still talk to everybody.
We will be. I don't think.
Oh, I really might be.
Well, we're gonna ride the lightning. We might be there.
Yeah, but we might be there. I really might be there. But we'll try to make sure Game 3 is recorded on Friday. They play at 7:30 at the United Center. Everybody, thank you for joining us. I would do the whole spiel that I usually do at the end of shows, but I am way too tired to say that mouthful. So I go on Tap Sports. Yeah,
$250 bet match. Make sure you do that. Free money for me and Buzz to you. And I had a lot of fun throwing parlays together for these games. Like if you watch these games as much as we do, and you know this team as well as we do, throw some bets in there, win yourself some money, double up that $500. Like let's get freaky.
Oh my God!
BetRivers.com.
Yeah,
BetRivers.com. Get that $250 in, get your free $250, and then get freaky with it.
Perfect ad read. We'll be back after Game 3.